Hello guys and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about drive coaching. I guess I could not do this video with anyone else other than Adriano. I think we have a bit of a long history, me and you. I think first time I met you was in 2007.
Yes, when you did the Formula Palmer Audi test.
Yes, Formula Palmer Audi. I arrived here with this dream of being a racing driver, like many of you watching in here, I guess. And I had no idea where to start. I had no network, no contacts, and I was searching online. I found about Formula Palmer Audi, which is kind of a Formula 3 back then, or F3 or F4, something like that, to these days. And then I signed up, and then arrived there, and then they'd say, "Oh, you're Brazilian. There is a Brazilian coach in here." I said, "Oh, really? That's good," because back then I didn't speak any English. Like, my English is still terrible today, but back
we get in there.
We get in there. And Adriano helped me immensely on that day. That day marked my life. It was my first time driving a single-seater, and from a young age, that was my ultimate goal, is to drive and race in that single-seater. I never turned out to do in the end, but just to sit in a single-seater like a young kid and driving the car on a rainy day, obviously.
450 brake horsepower.
Yeah.
When you press the boost, it would go to 450.
Yes. But I didn't press the boost because I don't think they had their own. But it's still a powerful car, super powerful.
Yes.
And I never forget that day. It was a special day for me. Since that day, things that didn't work out for me in motorsport. So I decided to put things to a side a bit. We kind of drift apart. We didn't talk much about.
There was a period of time where we wasn't in touch anymore.
No, I think I decided to forget motorsport and find a job and move on with life. I very soon realized I'm not going to be a F1
You made the right decision. I did the wrong one. You made the right decision.
I don't know. You're working in the motorsport, so I guess you're still living your passion and earning as well. Yeah, I think we're absolutely boring these guys with our stories, but this is how Adriano and I connected. I think back in 2015, 16, 17, I decided to go back into motorsport. I started driving go-karts again, racing in the same profession. Back then we was with Daytona Motorsport. Then I came across, it was Ginetta, they had a scholarship. Then I drove that car and I thought, my God, this car is amazing. It's the first racing car I've driven since then. But something that was that car that sparked me into driving that car.
Was this the first saloon car that you drove out of
Yes.
out of single seaters?
Yes. Yeah. So love at first sight. It's like losing your virginity. You never forget it.
Yeah.
And I put in my mind, I'm gonna buy that car. Even if I don't race, I'm gonna buy the car. I'm gonna do track day. 2 years down the line, I did that. I bought the car back in 2019. Yeah, it's been a journey. Then since then we got in touch again.
Yeah.
We've been speaking more regularly, more frequently about car racing. You actually helped me a lot on and off the track. But I think the reason we're doing this video is the part that you helped me inside the track. We did a few coaching sessions. You helped me a lot. I saw you driving my car, and that was of immense value. You know, and here we are today, Donington Park. We are coaching your drivers down there. You can see how much they are progressing, not just the race, but throughout the whole weekend. And I think it's fantastic. And the question to you is, how important is a coach to a driver?
Well, it's very, very important, because there's so many aspects of the driving that we can help an amateur driver on their test days and on their racing days. We can bring to them all the experience that we have. But most of all is to be able to read the telemetry and then get some information. And you always can do a reference lab. They can then look at your lab. And nowadays you've got some good systems like VBox, which give you a really good video synchronized with GPS information. And with all that, you are able to translate to the driver how you make the car to go faster, to create a minimum speed a little bit higher than what he does. Because when you start driving on the track, you learn the basics, you know what a racing line is, but there is so much into driving, like any other profession, like anything else. we need to learn how to brake, what you're doing to the car, the dynamics of the car, so we can always translate this information to them in a way they can start applying to it. So it's crucial that if you're going to do motorsports, if you are an amateur driver, the best money you're going to spend undoubtedly is to have someone that can explain to you how to drive the car.
You actually sparked something on me, because you will coach me during track day, for instance, right? And I could see improvement like straight away, like one lap, seeing what you're doing, another lap, just giving a few tips, and I instantly see improve. So sometimes I see a lot of guys out there just spending the whole day going around the track and doing the same over and over and over again. And as soon as you have a coach, your day progress, your driving progress so much. But the thing you sparked in myself was the importance of a coach, not just for motorsport, you know, but even for life, you know, whether it's a business coach or where is a racing coach or whatever you're trying to achieve in life. Someone that know how it's done, someone that's been there, know how to get there, and can help someone get where they want to be. And
achieve the same goals and have good results and not wasting time. Nowadays time is so important, always has been, but you don't keep wasting time. Like you just said a minute ago, you are on a track day and you can see cars going around, doing the same mistake on and on and on again, and not doing anything, not improving on anything. What a coach on anything can make you go faster to achieve your results.
I think I see when you're driving especially during track days, right? You see these guys doing all sorts of mistakes. You know, it's silly mistakes, simple, and one little trick you can actually change your whole driving and improve and do a much better lap. I think this is a tremendous, like having a coach. What you're doing, even if you're doing just track day, if you're not thinking of race, having a coach is really important. And I wanted to share this with you. So if you're thinking of going out there, doing a track day, or even more importantly, if you are racing, to really get a coach, because instead of taking 5 races to get you where you want to be, you can probably half there or even less, 1 or 2 races, you can be on a pace. And we're talking about it today, right? Let's say you are 5 seconds off the pace. To get 3 or 4 seconds off, it's easy, but when you start to get that within 1 second,
when you are within 1 second of your driver coach, then you're talking about tens of seconds per corner, mind you. So there are some tracks that you can go and you can have 7 corners. So we are at national, we are at Donington National, so we've got Red Gates, Craner Curves, Old Hairpin, McLean's Cops, and the chicane, so 6 corners. If you go faster 1/10 per corner, you are 6/10 faster. You're almost achieving that 1 second. But that sounds easy when speaking in that way, but to be able to have a higher minimum speed, a good entrance into the corner, position the car right, in order to get on the power at the best moments, and then use the dynamics of the car to push you out of that corner with as much speed as possible, which will pay dividends on the straights. It needs telemetry, it needs a good reading of what you're doing to then achieve that. So
it needs eventually a coach that can read that, understand where you are, where you need to be, translate that into your own language, and then get you
other things that can be done, like when we were together, so you asked me to drive the car and you sat next to me. So you then, after I drove, you said to me, well, I never thought the car could go that far. So I think it was a kind of an open eye, how fast you could push that car. Perhaps you were driving, doing everything that you were learning, but you didn't know what the limit was. And it was good for you to sit in the passenger seat, and all of a sudden you look and, okay, so there is more, I can actually push that much.
That was mind-blowing. That day I never forget. Like, if you was driving my car and I was like this. All right, is this how you drive the car then? It's like, now I understand why I'm so slow. I haven't been driving a race car for a long time. And this is a great tip. If you're getting a coach, which I strongly recommend, get him to do a lap and sit on the passenger seat, so you can see and understand what the limit of the car is. And I think you mentioned something that when you watch, you learn more than you.
There is a percentage of learning, and actually there is a percentage of getting the message. If I tell you and you listen the information, okay, you're gonna get a certain amount of my information, my message.
25%.
But when you see what I'm talking about, your percentage improve. You get more of it, and if you can listen and see and do, then you're gonna get 75% of everything that I'm trying to pass to you. So that is a good way for you to learn. We need to just tell you how it needs to be done. We need to show you how it needs to be done, and then we need to make you do that, so then you can learn a little bit faster, a little bit quicker. But to be fair to you, when you drove and I was sitting next to you, everything was there. A good healing tool, the gear change. I didn't need to tell you to rev up the car to where is maximum power. I didn't need to tell you to brake firm as you approach into your braking point. I didn't need to tell you to make a quick transition between power to brake. All the basics were there. I think it was more a fact of tune a little bit and then push the boundaries a little bit more, you know, and tell a little bit more about the rotation that your car could do. I think you drove really well. You can tell that you had some basic motorsport in you by the way you drive. But there is an improvement from everyone. Everyone can improve. And these guys that I'm with them today, they've been racing for years. They've been racing for, I think two of the guys has been doing 2 years of motor racing. And the other guy, I've been with him since 2016. I got him from track days to take his license to then start racing. And I help him out every step of the way. And we've been together now for 6 years. And I still come and I still go to a track day with him, to a test day with him, and I do a lap and I show how I drive and explain. And we're still doing that. And he says it's very valuable, even though on his race day I'm here with him to look at telemetry, to remind of things, to still be coaching him through the day.
Having a coach is very important for the reasons that we mentioned here before. Adriano has become a friend from a long time. If you're thinking to get a coach, I'll leave Adriano's details here in the description. I'll leave his Instagram, website, or whatever information there. I'll leave all the description here. You can contact him, speak to him if you want to get your driver's improvement. But just don't get hooked up on Adriano's availability. Like if you're doing track days, you can purchase coaching in a day, right?
There is sessions when they organize a track day. They give you sessions, slots where you can go and have an instructor with you for 25 minutes or so.
Exactly. So I did a lot of that during my track days. They charge you 30, 50 pounds for a session. It's not what Adriano is going to offer you for the day. Adriano comes with a whole package, telemetry and all the rest of it. But even doing that will help your drive a lot. So when you trying to find that 10th of seconds to each corner, then you need a coach like Adriano. And
there is more to it. If you're doing track days, or if your intention is just doing track days, you're gonna drive better. You're gonna take less risks. You're gonna damage your car much less. The wear and tear in your car is gonna be much less if you're driving properly. So there is a matter of being better for the car, being smoother, have some mechanical sympathy. You can be as fast as, if you're not faster than you were, and you're still not destroying a set of tires in only half day, or not destroying brake pads in 1 day. So it can help with that as well.
So coaching, there's no value. Strongly recommend. I guess that's it. Maybe we do another post talking about your story and our story in the UK.
We have plenty of videos to do, don't we?
Well, I think we do indeed.
Watch this space, there will be more to come.
Yes. Having said that, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Until the next time, goodbye.
Thank you.
Valeu.